I'm Zachary Kraft. I go to IPFW and I'm a graphic design major. What got me interested in graphic design was that my high school offered a couple classes, and then I entered a contest at IPFW and I won that. The areas of graphic design that I like better are branding, web design, and packaging. My future career aspirations are to get into an agency and work with branding and that stuff. With my scholarship money, I'll end up buying a new computer, probably a Mac Mini.
My name is Morgan Ellis. I attend the University of St. Francis. I am a senior and my major is Communication Arts and Graphic Design. My future career aspirations include, my plan is to go to an agency, get experience, kind of get my feet wet. Later on down the road, I'd love to become a creative director or something in the leadership position. Even owning my own company is, kind of a thought in the back of my head. If not that, I'd love to just kind of move on to freelance and becoming very independent and doing a lot of, my own work and taking all of the responsibility on of the creative side of graphic design as well as the business side. I originally became interested in communication arts and graphic design. Starting growing up, I was always interested in art. Loved to paint, draw, do anything with my hands and creating something. And my mom actually told me I was always going to go into graphic design, and I was like, no, that's the last thing I want to do on earth. I'll never do graphic design. And then I took a few classes in high school and I just absolutely fell in love with it. I plan to use my scholarship funds mainly for my senior project. It right now in my mind involves some traveling and some extra supplies that most students don't have to pay for. So that's where the majority of it will go. Guatemala. So photo documentary / marketing and graphic design work for an orphanage that I've worked for previously.
I'm Tia Hapner. I go to IPFW and my major is graphic design. What got me interested in my field of study was my guidance counselor in high school. I didn't really know what graphic design was, so I knew that I wanted to get into an art-related field, but they told me to go into the graphic design class, and I realized that that's really what I wanted to do. My future career goals include logo and branding design, advertising, and even layout design. With my IPFW classes, I've learned that I enjoy layout and typography, and even logo design, as frustrating as it may be. Those funds will be used towards paying for classes and even printing services and probably driving to school because I commute.
My name is Danielle Hartman. I attend the University of St. Francis and I'm studying communication arts and graphic design with the business minor. What originally got me started with graphic design, I guess through elementary, teachers kept complimenting on my artwork and I thought, oh, I should pursue a career in this, but I wasn't sure which direction I wanted to go. And then in high school, my art teacher actually showed us different careers in the art field, and that's when I became interested in graphic design. And then now through college, I have more drive and passion. I just want to continue growing off of that. In the future career I definitely want to pursue, I really want to be a creative director. So I guess I'll start off being a graphic designer and eventually build my way up to that. Probably for a smaller agency, I'd love to keep my hands on with all the projects instead of just telling people what to do, so being more involved in that way. I'll definitely use my scholarship funds towards art supplies. Being this my senior year, I can get different programs and then continue just building on it and making my projects a lot better with art supplies.
My name is Jonathan Maroney. I go to IPFW for graphic design. What originally got me into graphic design was kind of my friends. I knew I wanted to do something creative. I love to draw, always have. I was in my second or third year at IPFW, still without a major, and I knew I needed to come up with something. I had a couple friends who were going to school for graphic design, so I talked to them a little bit about it, got a feel of what it's about, what a graphic designer does. Kind of thought, I might like to do this, so I went in, declared my major, and now I'm here. After I graduate, I would like to be an illustrator. I know I'm going to school for graphic design, but I feel like the two kind of go hand in hand. I definitely can say that my drawing and illustration abilities have grown since I've started studying graphic design. So, yeah, I'd like to do something with illustration, drawing, something that allows me to use my creativity. Well, I'll use my scholarship funds to probably buy a new computer. A couple weeks ago, my computer died on me, so I've been without one. I'm also in like that final stretch of school. I've got a couple semesters left, so this will just help me with those last few things I need to help get me through it.
My name is Matt Nelson. I attend Huntington University, and my area of study is digital media arts. What originally got me interested in digital media arts was kind of my upbringing. I spent a lot of time doing fine arts, a lot of video editing, indie filmmaking, that sort of thing. And when I found the media arts program at Huntington, it instantly clicked, and I knew that's what I wanted to do. For my future career, I'm hoping to get into creative direction and design for advertising, as well as maybe art direction for motion graphics. With this scholarship, I plan on putting it mainly towards tuition so I can focus on doing more volunteer and personal work. I work with an organization called the Make a Sound Project, which raises awareness for suicide. They use various bands and celebrities and other various people to raise awareness. And so I do a little bit of work for them, and I've really enjoyed that. And I know that if I have this scholarship that's helping to pay tuition, I can focus more on doing something that I love for a good cause.
My name is Emily Thornburg. I attend the University of St. Francis, and my areas of study are graphic design and photography. What originally got me interested in graphic design and photography was basically advertisements in general. I really liked fashion magazines growing up, and just the advertisements and the ads in those and how striking and thought-provoking they were really got me interested in how powerful design could be. I have 2 semesters left of school, and once I graduate, I'd really like to work for a magazine. That's kind of how I got interested in the career, so I'd really like to pursue that and hopefully get a job that allows me to travel with it. Yeah, either that, maybe a photojournalistic sort of approach, or I really like the way layouts are, like just designing spread layouts, so that could be interesting, something I could pursue. I plan on using my scholarship to help pay for school. I mean, that's really how it is, just help pay the bill. I think that's what most kids do with scholarships, and I think that's what I'll be doing.
My name is Elise Walters, and I attend the University of St. Francis in the field of graphic design and communication arts. Well, I first got interested in graphic design by, just being into drawing in general. From when I was a kid, I've always been drawing, and then I came to like Toulouse-Lautrec and Art Nouveau, and my art started looking a little bit like that, so I just decided graphic design would be fun, and also I enjoy the science of advertising, so it seemed natural. Well, I'm really into history, so for my future career aspirations, I would really love to work in a museum, specifically the Auburn Cord Duesenberg Museum, because I've already worked with them. But in terms of like a bigger company, the Pepsi-Cola company, I'm very passionate about that. Or just anything historical would be very interesting to me. I've just been a Pepsi drinker since I was young. That's why I would choose Pepsi. So I'm very loyal to the company. I collect Pepsi antiques. I love it. I would use my scholarship funds towards my financial aid, and that's about all I know for now. I'd have to wait till the school year begins to see further.
Thank you, AdFed, for the scholarship.
Thank you, AdFed Fort Wayne, for the scholarship. It's a huge honor and a huge blessing.
Thank you, AdFed, for the scholarship, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you, AdFed, for this scholarship. I really appreciate it, and it'll definitely help me get to my future potential career.
Thank you, AdFed, for the scholarship. I mean, this is really going to help me. I work part-time in retail, so I'm not rolling in the dough. So this is definitely appreciated, and thank you.
I'd like to give a very special thank you to the AdFed community and say that I couldn't be more humbled and flattered by this gift.
I'd like to thank the Advertising Federation for giving me this scholarship so that I can continue my education at the University of St. Francis.
I'd like to thank the Scholarship Committee of AdFed for not only giving me the opportunity to apply for the scholarship, but also giving me the opportunity to use the reward to help benefit myself and my education and my future career.